Next one, page number 15. First, give the examples of following. Insectivorous plants example, Venus flytrap, picture plant. Next, saprophytic plant, 17th one, saprophytic plant. Saprophytic plant example, bread mold. Next, 18th one, a complete parasitic plant, Cuscuta. Next, 19th one, a partial parasitic plant, mistletoe. Next, 20th one, an autotrophic plant, blue-green algae. Okay. Next, answer the following questions. Okay. On the 21, what is the source of micronutrients for autotrophic plants? Okay. The answer is the greater requirement for autotrophic growth than for heterotrophic growth, shown for iron, zinc, chloride and nitrate also applies to manganese. Okay. Students, should all of you write correctly. Okay. All of you listen carefully. 22. Next question number 22. Give an example for symbiotic relationship in plants. The answer is symbiosis is an association between fungi and algae. Okay. Symbiotic plants. What is the example of symbiotic plant? Lichens. Okay. Next, 23. What are the modified roots of parasitic plants called? The answer is all parasitic plants have modified roots called Hestoria, which penetrate the host plant, connecting them to the conductive system. Okay. Next, 24. Which type of plants deprives nutrients of other organisms they depend on? The answer is autotrophic plants exhibit autotrophic nutrition or called as primary produce. They depend on plants for their food. Next, 25. In which form is the food prepared and stored by the plants? The answer is the food prepared by leaves of plant is called glucose, which is a sugar. It is stored as starch at different part of plants like leaves, stems, etc. It is stored in starch. It is stored in starch. Okay, next. Next, answer the following questions in brief. 26. All of you listen. 26 question. Even though soil contains nutrients for the plant's growth, we added fertilizers. Give reason. Soil naturally contains many nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium and potassium. These nutrients allow plants to grow. Farmers turn to fertilizers because these substances contain plant nutrients such as nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Next, plants do not photosynthesis at night. Why? Light is essential for photosynthesis process to occur because it is the source of energy. So, doesn't occur during the night. Okay. Okay. Next, 28. Which two organisms are in symbiotic relationship in lichens? Okay. Symbiosis in lichens is the mutually helpful symbiotic relationship of green algae or blue-green algae living among the filamentous of fungus forms lichens. Okay. Or fungus forms lichens. Algal and fungal growth lichens. Next, 29. Explain the meaning of the term autotrophs with an example. The answer is an organism capable of synthesizing its own food from inorganic substances using light or chemical energy Green plants, algae and certain bacteria or autotrophs. The example of autotrophs, green plants, algae and bacteria. Okay. Okay. Next, page number 16. Which cells surrounded the stomata and what are its function? Okay. The stomata have guard cells. So, guard cells, the stomata is surrounded by guard cells. Or you remember, students? Already we learned stomata, the diagram in your book. Okay, already we learned. The stomata is a guard cells. The guard cells are two bean-shaped cells that surrounds as stomata. They play an important role in gaseous exchange. The important role in gaseous exchange in and out of the plant leaves by resulting the opening and closing of pores known as guard cells. Okay. Next G. Answer the following questions in detail. Listen, all of you see the picture in your workbook. Page number 16. 31 question. Okay. 31st questions. Describe the structure of Venus flytrap plant given below the label the pods. Okay. All of you see the picture and label the pods. Okay. Correct and label the pods. The stiff outer edges, then tringer has, then lower part of leaf. The first one point, the Venus flytrap is a flowering plant. It is a carnivorous eating habits. It is a carnivorous eating habits. Okay, next second one. The trap is made of two hinged lobe at the end of each leaf. Okay, at the end of each leaf. Okay, next 32. All of you see the picture. Okay, what is the experiment of picture? Photosynthesis process. What is the process of experiment? Photosynthesis process. Okay, what are the three difference between plants shown in picture plant? Okay, daytime and nighttime. The photosynthesis process, daytime. What is the process of daytime? What is the process of nighttime? Okay, first nighttime. And respirations to convert food to energy. Plants use oxygen and carbon dioxide is released. Okay, night only respirations occurs with consume oxygen. Okay, oxygen level to decrease throughout night time. Next, daytime. Photosynthesis only occur during the daytime. Okay, when there is sunlight, plants can give out intake in oxygen and carbon dioxide. Take off oxygen and release carbon dioxide in daytime. Okay, already we learned this process, photosynthesis process. Okay, next question number 33. Okay, write the similarities difference between cuscuta and mistletoe plant. Okay, mistletoe, first mistletoe and cuscuta are both parasitic plants. Mistletoe and cuscuta are both parasitic plants, deriving much of their nutrients from the host trees. Okay, cuscuta's color range from red to orange, and variations thereof. Mistletoe is green and can photosynthesis on its own if need be, whereas cuscuta cannot. Okay, the answer is the answer. Next, question number 34. Identify the plant. Describe the process of absorption of nutrients in it. Okay, absorption of nutrients in it. Okay, the answer is plants absorb nutrients and water through their roots. But photosynthesis process by which plants create their fuel occurs into the leaves. Okay, inside the cells of the root, there is a higher concentration of minerals than there is in the soil surrounding the plant. Soil surrounding in the plant. Okay, all of you write down the answer in your workbook. Okay, write carefully. Next, question number 35. Write the steps to test. Write the steps to test the presence of starch in a leaf after photosynthesis. Okay, all of you see the picture. All of you see the experiment picture. Step 1. Okay, step 1, a fresh leaf is take. Okay, step 1, fresh leaf is take. Then step 2, the leaf is boiled in water for few minutes. For few minutes to soften the cells in a leaf. Okay. Next is step 3. Now dip this leaf in iodine solution. Dip this leaf in iodine solution. Next, step 4. The color of the leaf will changes into blue-black color when iodine is added to it, which shows the presence of starch. Okay, the blue-black color, so the presence of starch. Okay, can you understand? Okay. Next, one page missing. Now I will explain the page number 10. Okay, all of you take page number 10. The missing page number 10. Okay, the worksheet 2. The worksheet 2, missing page number 10. Okay, answer the following questions in detail. Okay, all of you see the experiment. What is the experiment? Okay, listen, identify the experimental setup given below and write the observations and conclusions from the experiment. Okay, listen, first point, the leaf of the destarched plant into a conical flask containing potassium hydroxide. And potassium KOH means potassium hydroxide, the symbol. Okay, KOH means potassium hydroxide. Observed CO2 means carbon dioxide. Okay, gas from the air present in the glass bottle. Okay, leave the plant sunlight. Second step, after few hours, leaf exposed to the atmosphere or bluish black leaf exposed to potassium hydroxide does not changes to blue-black color. The result, starch is present in the green part of the leaf. Conclusion, the presence of starch proves that chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis as it traps sunlight. Okay, as it traps sunlight. Okay, next question number 12. Right, with the help of the given diagram, explain the role of reactions and products in photosynthesis. Okay, listen, the photosynthesis products given the mind map. Okay, chlorophyll, carbon dioxide, oxygen, food. Okay, the first point, the water is first required reactant. The plant acquires water through the root system. Next, carbon dioxide. The plants absorb this gas through its leaves. The plants absorb this energy through green pigments called chlorophyll. Okay, this oxygen is released into the atmosphere through the plant's leaves. Through the plant's leaves. Okay. Next, 13th one. Describe the role of guaiac cells in autotrophic plants. Describe the role of guaiac cells in autotrophic plants. The answer is guaiac cells determine stomata apertures and must operate to ensure an appropriate balance between carbon dioxide uptake for photosynthesis and water loss and ultimately plant water use efficiency. Okay. Next, 14th one. Write a short note on the raw materials required for the process of photosynthesis. Okay. The answer is the raw materials required for photosynthesis are carbon dioxide and water. H2O means water. Next, photosynthesis, preparation of food by green leaves. Okay, photosynthesis means prepare their own food for green leaves of a plant from carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll called photosynthesis. Can you understand? Okay. Next, 15th one. Write the procedure to prove that light is required for the process of photosynthesis. The answer is, take a plant with destarched leaf. Leaf is partly covered with block paper on which a design is cut. Expose this plant to sunlight for few hours and perform a starch test with iodine solutions. Observation. Covered leaf pods shows brown coloration. Okay, exposed leaf shows blue black color. Result, starch is present is exposed leaf. Okay, so the presence of starch. Can you understand? Are you clear? Okay, students, if you doubt, you contact with me. Okay, write correctly on your workbook without spelling mistake. Okay, all students should take your pencil and you write it. Okay, all students write in your pencils. If the video is not clear, students listen. If the video is not clear, then look at the PDF file in our class group. So write carefully and write neatly. Write your pencil. Write only pencil. Okay. This week homework workbook. Okay. Complete workbook for chapter 1, nutrition in plants. So all of you complete this chapter workbook. 5 worksheet all of you complete. All of you should complete 5 worksheet. Okay. Thank you, students.